Today we are procrastinating doing our work. We are going to be doing a mini book haul right now so that I don't have to sit down at my desk and do all the things on my to-do list, and you get to sit there and watch a mini book haul and procrastinate doing your work. Or maybe you're better than me and you can watch and do work at the same time. I don't know, but I cannot do work right now. So we're gonna haul some books that I've picked up. 3 of them I got actually this morning, and 2 of them I picked up at TK Maxx, which is the UK version of TJ Maxx. If you didn't know, it's the same thing. And yeah, I just want to like share what I've gotten recently, just do like a short video. My name's Ragan. I make book content here on the internet, so like and follow if you love fantasy romance and fantasy in general, but like fantasy with romance in it. That's our thing here. Let's get started. I know that I have this like tan orange frame around my face. I got some new tanning drops that I wanted to try. I was influenced by TikTok, and my husband calls these tea stains because he's British and I don't know, just he relates things to tea. That's like the most English thing about him, but he calls these tea stains, and like I don't know what to do about it. Okay, they're just here for today's video. All right, anyway, can we get started? So the first 2 books that I have are actually not fantasy, but for all of my romance lovers and my classics lovers, I found 2 books that I have been looking for to match my copy of Persuasion by Jane Austen. These are the Chilterton, I think I'm saying that right, publishing house books. They're hardback, they're foiled, they're very beautiful, and the pages are like really plasticky, and they're expensive. But at TK Maxx, I found 2 of them that I really wanted. So adding to my collection, we have Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. This is about Eleanor Dashwood, and I think that she like needs to get married. I don't really know. All of her books have to do with marriage and set in the Regency time period. So pretty, and the foiling's beautiful. These are very heavy. And then this one is so gorgeous. This is a copy of Emma in the same edition, and like look at all of the foiling and the purple and pink and white flowers. I love it. Emma is my second favorite story. Pride and Prejudice is my first favorite. They didn't have Pride and Prejudice, but I got these on sale, and now the 3 of them can sit very beautifully on my little classic shelf here in the corner. And then because I'm a nerd, my mom got me this little Funko Pop of Jane Austen. She's just gonna chill there next to the books. I love it. Okay, so after I was leaving work this morning, I happened to peruse Waterstones, as one naturally does. If it's there on the street, you know, I go in. I try not to buy too many books at full price ever at Waterstones because they can be really expensive, but I went to the buy one get one half off table today, and something caught my eye, and that would be this exclusive edition with bright blue sprayed edges, and it's signed by Trisha Levin, and this is her standalone fantasy, Warrior of the Wild. I do really like this UK cover, and because it was the only one that's signed, I was like, I guess this is a sign for me to buy it. It's quite short, and I did quickly look up reviews on Goodreads. It has like not the highest rating, but like it's not a bad rating. I think that this book, it's like either some people's favorite of this author's work and other people are just kind of like okay about it. But I'm excited to try a Trisha Levin book. I've never read one before, and this is a Viking inspired fantasy that's standalone from my understanding, and it's about a girl named Rasmira, and she's been training her whole life to be a warrior and lead her village, and she has this coming of age trial, but she fails it, and her father banishes her to the wilderness, and then she needs to like destroy a god to come back or something. So I don't know, from what I understand, there's not a lot of magical elements, but it's a Viking inspired fantasy world, and like people really think it's fun, those that liked it. And I was like, you know what, I want to try it. It sounds like a good like kind of just short fantasy book to like go between series, you know, because it's standalone, and then you're not gonna be surprised because I love the series so much. I picked up the paperback version of Gilded, book 1 in the Plated Prisoner series by Ragan Kennedy. I read this on Kindle Unlimited, and I love the paperback covers. I think that they're so beautiful. Ooh, there's a hair there. I think that the paperbacks are so beautiful. So I picked this one up so that when I inevitably reread this. I have a physical copy that I can annotate, and eventually I will collect all of them in the paperback forms and hopefully the hardback forms because they're just so good. And then to make my morning even better, I came home to an Amazon package. So I do know what's inside here, and it is one of my most anticipated releases for the year from my 2020 from my 2023 most anticipated releases video. I'll link it up above. Okay, so this is a book that it hurts my heart to say it, but I'm actually nervous that I'm not gonna like it. And that's because I'm currently reading this author's other work and I'm not enjoying it. And that would be Laura Salassa. This is her latest release. It's called Bewitched. This is book 1 in a new adult fantasy series. I think it's going to be steamy. I think it's going to be a bit dark. I read her 4 Horsemen series, loved it. I read Rhapsodic, loved it. And then I haven't loved the books that follow it. And I'm stuck on book 4 in that last book. So I'm not enjoying that, which makes me nervous about this one. But hopefully I like it. Okay, let me tell you what it's about. Okay, like Laura Salassa's other books, this actually takes place in our world. It's an urban fantasy, and this is about a young witch whose name is Celine Bowers, and her dream is to be accepted to this like witch academy, but to do that she needs to go on a quest and complete a quest in the wilderness. So she gets on a plane to South America, her plane goes down, she crashes, and she ends up awakening this like long dead king who mistakes her for the wife that betrayed him like 1,000 years ago, and then she runs off and then he chases her, and like I think they're gonna fall in love. It's book 1. I don't know how many books are gonna be in this series, but it sounds like a fun time, so here we are. Hopefully this doesn't disappoint. You know what? There actually is another book on my shelf that I have not hauled, so let's do it now. Oh, I have 2 books actually. Okay, here's one of them. I got this last week. This is Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tooley. This, guys, consider me influenced. I watched one Instagram reel of a booktuber or a bookstagrammer that I had never seen before. She said that this is literally the better version of A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like if you're looking for that feeling again and you're looking for it to be done really well in an adult way, this is the book to get. And I was like, okay, so I bought it on Amazon. I bought the book, and this is about lore. See, I bought the book and I don't even know what it's about because I was just like, yeah, it sounds like something that I'm going to enjoy. Should I just read this and tell you? I like the map. It's giving good fantasy vibes. Okay, so this is about a girl named Lore who's been a slave for 12 years under the Aurora King's rule, and then eventually she finds herself released, but she doesn't understand why, and she's suddenly competing in trials at the Sun King's court, and she's competing against 9 other tributes for the role of queen. If she wins his heart, she'll earn her freedom and finally get her revenge. She doesn't understand why she's freed. The other players resent her. They're trying to kill her. So she either like dies or she wins the hand of this king that she doesn't know. I don't know. Sounds good. I'm here for it. Okay, and then I don't think I've hauled this book. Yeah, okay, so I don't think I've hauled this book. This is the fairyloot edition of The Adventures of Amina al-Shirafi. Sorry, I know I'm not saying this correctly, but look how pretty it is. Oh my gosh. And then the inside, it is signed. This map is stunning. It's fully like gilded. I mean, what? And then look at the hardback. They went all out in making this absolutely beautiful. And again, I can't tell you what this is about, so let me quickly read it. Okay, so this is actually about an older woman. I'm not like older, but like she's a mother, and I like that. I don't think I've ever read a story, especially a fantasy story, about a mom. Okay, this is about Amina. She has survived backstabbing rogues, princes, vengeful husbands, an actual demon, and all she wants to do is just retire in a peaceful life and be a mom and have nothing to do with anything supernatural. But one day she's offered the job that she cannot refuse, and it takes her on an adventure with her old crew to find a fortune. Interesting. It says, a pirate of infamy and one of the most storied and scandalous captains to ever sail the 7 seas. I think this takes place in, yeah, the Great Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea. I'm thinking about doing a desert themed reading challenge sometime in July when it's really hot, and this would be the perfect book to pick up for that. So let me know if you're interested. I have a whole list of ideas in mind for like fun things we could do, but I don't know. Let me see if I have any other books on my shelf that are just like waiting to be hauled. Yes, I do have a handful of new books that I have not hauled in like a haul video, but I recently put out a reading vlog for the entire month of March, and I hauled a bunch of books in that video, like several books. So make sure to check it out if you want to see what I got there. Thanks for procrastinating with me. This has been fun. Now I have to go do work. I just want to read my book. I just want to finish reading Kingdom of Ash because it's so flipping good. Anyway, thanks so much. If you made it to the end of this video, drop a shopping bag emoji. Let me know the latest book that you have hauled or a book that you want to buy this month, this year, whenever. Let me know. Let me know if you've read any of these books, especially Trisha Levin Seller. Let a Girl Know, and Trial of the Sun Queen. Let a Girl Know. I want to know if you're interested in these books, and hopefully they're as good as people say they are. And yeah, I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.